Alright, we're back here in How to Get Ivara Part 4. Now, one thing you might notice that's very different is, well, okay, maybe I shouldn't be here. That place there might be a little bit of a spoiler. Just try not to look up too much in the forums about it. Anyway, first thing is, this is a much later update, and this has been recorded at a much later date. So as you can see, I've got all these lovely little treasures all over my ship. Basically, they're like little ornaments you can put around. So there's one. Then this desk is utterly covered in a few, including a few from a few syndicates, like that see-through one and that red one. Over here, I've also got some more, but you're probably not interested in that stuff. You might not care, or you do. Oh, and yeah, I still have Totally Worth It, even though this is recorded at a way later date. He's still alive, around, and healthy. Anyway, before we get started on the mission, first off, you notice I'm using a different warframe than last time. Last time I was using Banshee, this time I'm using Ash because I feel like going full stealthy. This one can actually go invisible. Also, I've actually put silence mods on my weapons. So for example, this Latron Wraith, one of my favorite weapons ever, has got a mod on it that makes it completely silent. Well, yeah, just like the Ogress. Anyway, a neat little trick before we get started is, with Sentinels, as you can see, I've equipped no weapon on this Death Cube. And what that does is means, even though he's got the preset that means he shoots at people whenever they show up, let me just show you. This, with Death, Sentinel will attack the first visible enemy in range. Death Cube here won't actually kill anyone, because he doesn't have a gun. I've taken it away, see? So that's one quite useful thing you can do if you want to go stealthy and don't have Shade yet, the Stealth Sentinel, is you put on all the mods to make it tough, for example, Vitality for health, all that, and then put on the mod Guardian so it boosts your shields when you run out, and then you take it along with you because it won't really interrupt the stealth. It'll go invisible whenever you go invisible using a stealth frame like Ash or Loki, and it won't shoot anyone, so it won't mess up your mission. Anyway, this time it's off to Phobos, the desert planet, because like usual, you might... Wait, no, I think it's 15 to 20 I said last time, so it wouldn't actually be there. Gotta go instead. Ah, Saturn. Yeah, in case you don't like the corpus setup, I'm going to show you a grineer setup that you might have not seen yet, if I could just find the spy mission. Ah, here we are. Regular spy mission. Not the nightmare. Make sure you're not selecting nightmare. If you do, then everything is just super ramped up in difficulty. You have stuff like no shield mode, vampire mode where you constantly lose health, energy drain mode where you constantly lose energy, stuff like that. Also, the other weapon I'm using, the whatchamacallit, some kind of Detron corpus laser shotgun. It's still got a mod on it that makes it super stealthy. You can actually put silence mods on the shotguns as well. Oh, they saw me. Yeah, these enemies are a little bit harder to beat. You can, as you can see, they're actually getting through my shields a bit. Yeah, a bit, but not too much. Still beating them relatively easily. This double, this dark split sword or something or other name like that. It's the variant of the dark sword, which is a radiation-based weapon. But you can equip dual daggers mods on it to split the sword in half and use them as dual daggers, so it's a really versatile weapon. It's because if you put a stance mod for a two-handed weapon on it like I have now, use it as a two-handed sword. Saturn here used to actually be a bit weaker than it is now. So if you were playing back in the day and come back to it and get your ass handed to you in a mission, the reason is probably because they upped the difficulty. Here's a spy ball. Nope, dog. Not your day. Not today. Oh yeah, with those hacking thingies, if you don't want to mess up in the mission, I forget exactly what side it's on, but if you just look up oh darn it. Yeah, but if you just look up hacking minigame, like Warframe hacking minigame online, I'm pretty sure you'll be able to find the there's a minigame. There's a minigame for like just hacking. Yeah, I think I'm gonna just cheat and use ciphers. Oh! Well, crap. At least you know sort of how to get into that spy vault. Just get past everything there and then, yeah. Just avoid all these things. Don't get hit by those lasers on the tracks. And blow open the, gate you saw me do with one of those barrels. Now to just find a way up out of here again. Gotta be around here somewhere. Oh, through those crates. So that's how you get this so easily. Might not originally be open, but... Oh right, there's a laser field across here. Couldn't get through there. Well, you could if you're using Loki. It's an ability called Switch Teleport, where you make a decoy of yourself and just teleport through the lasers. Yeah, so as you can see, throughout the entire mission, what I've said has been true so far. Death Cube here, normally, just like when you have this kind of sentinel and the attack mod is showing you on it, shooting everyone with a machine gun and just lasering anything that gets close, but it's completely passive this time. Well, it shouldn't actually be. It should still be lasering stuff. I don't know why it hasn't. I've never taken off the laser mod. Odd thing about these spy vaults is it's always a really easy hack first. Like on certain doors. And no laser barriers there. Once again, the grineer have kind of surprised me with just how little they build up their defenses around here. Took you long enough. To see me, that is. So this one's pretty easy. What I'm doing here is just hacking the elevator so it goes up. Get back to around the start of it and get on it. You know, it's actually possible to learn grineer. I'm not joking. The developers have made it so that it's an actual language you can learn. Like just different letters to make different sounds, so eventually you could potentially learn how to speak it, which could be awesome or freaky, depending on what people think. Okay, what happened here, when you saw me go past the locker, is I forgot I've got the mod equipped. What do you call it? Master Thief, I think that's it, yeah. That allows you to go and open lockers, or have a chance to open lockers. It's the same thing I talked about in previous videos with Kubrows and Kavats, except there you actually seen it in action. makes a little hiss sound as you see, and the locker will just open. It's great if you're the type of person who just doesn't prefer Kubrals or Cavats and wants to get the rare resources. Like, you might be a Sentinel person, which is totally fine. A lot of people are because they don't get stuck on geometry, they constantly just float above your head. They got some neat guns. And also currently, Kubrals and Cavats don't have the vacuum mod. There was a recent update in Warframe which made it that, previously only Carrier, the, resource and loot sentinel, could get you resources from further away by sucking it towards you, but they've made it that that mod can be equipped in any sentinel now because the community has requested it for ages and developers were like especially went alright and gave it. Personally, I think it's brilliant. I love that my death cube here can shoot and loot. Also, I'm not sure if this is actually the case, but what seems to be happening there is I was doing finishing moves on the grineer quicker. It might be because, well, I've got a very, like a mod in this sword that makes it swing very, very fast, like the fastest mod. There, you can get right now, I'm pretty sure, Primed Fury. Primed mods are sold by the Void Trader, this fancy pants guy is a bit snobbish who comes to the relays every now and then, and you buy them off him, and they just better mods, better versions of what there already is. So Prime Fury can be upgraded more levels than the regular Fury can. Alright, that's done for this planet. Saturn is off the checklist. And since I've covered 2 planets for how to get the Ivara chassis, I'm pretty sure I have. Might have got the numbers a little wrong. I'm going to go to another higher level planet in the same episode, because an episode with just Saturn here, which is I'm getting to very, very quickly, I just don't feel like it'd be enough. I feel like you, the viewer, deserve a bit more. So that's why I'm going to another planet. Might make the recording a bit longer, but who cares? It's YouTube. You can pause it and come back later. However later you want. Heck, you could watch this 3 years later. That's an interesting idea. Take a 3-year break for YouTube video for no particular reason. Oh yeah, I forgot it was Spy. So, as you can see here, when you... Oh wait, no, I already explained that. Never mind. Last mission, yeah, but you can get little rewards. Those two, not very good, but at least they're mods. At least they're not something like those detonite ampules. I have so many of them. It's ridiculous. I'll show you. Here we are, resources. Yeah, 8,143. I have nothing I can do with them. These are what you build out of them, and as you can see, I have 17 of them, which is way enough. Those are the same version of the corpus things. I've just built all the grineer and corpus weapons that require those that you need. And one of the new weapons, the Tsar, which is a pirate cannon, literally, doesn't even need those, I'm pretty sure. Okay, so next up, what would cover it? Not sure if a rope would cover it, so just to be on the safe side, yeah, I'm going to Neptune. As soon as I find the spy mission. That's Pluto Junction, going to the next place. Do they even have one here? Apparently they don't. Because even though it's a Void Fisher mission here, I'm pretty sure, yeah, a regular mission would also just be a rescue. So, off to Pluto it is then. I'm pretty sure these weapons I have here would still be good enough to take on the very high level corpus here. well, 30 is kind of a very high level. You can go up to completely ludicrous levels if you go into the endless missions like survival. World records have said they've been up against like level 100 grineer gunners. A single bullet will one-shot you at that point. So, me personally, I don't really like to play those missions that much because I don't find it really that fun being just one-shot by something. It means you have to use like constant invisibility as Ash, and I like to save up the energy. Oh dear. I bring a weapon almost powerful enough. As you can see, that sapping osprey there, I didn't kill it in one hit. Which means that's an excellent way for enemies to know where you are. Because if you shoot someone, realistically, they're going to know you're there. Because you just shot them. Damn, this sword's good. Better than I thought. Ah, nullifiers. This is the place where they, ooh, really start to make it be a problem. Yeah, what I found just there, with all those little knickknacks in my ship I've shown you before, they're called iotans. They're a treasure you can find randomly in some missions and on a certain mission where you work for this not corpus, not grineer scavenger lady called Maru. And what I found there was a little thingamajig you slot into the iotans to make them worth more. And then once they're worth more, they also start moving more, kind of like a Newton's cradle, if you ever had one of those. It's really fun things which just set moving and they start going. It's kind of about, in my opinion, as mesmerizing to watch as a Newton's cradle. So here, I'm actually repeating something I did a while ago. In the, oh, got detected this time. In one of the spy missions in Jupiter. So here it's really just the same thing. You go down, make sure you're slamming, then jamming, to get to the bottom as quick as you can, and then open up the spy vault. The difference here is I thought you were going to see a few more lasers and better protection around here, since it's a higher level place with more corpus guards, but nope, I think there was even less lasers. So, learn how to build, you corpus dumbasses. Actually, don't. I prefer it when your spy vaults are inadequate, so I can just get in and out real easy. Oh, that's atmospheric. You have the wind blowing with these earphones. There's why I love the Latron Wraith, because if I was using, for example, the Vectis sniper rifle, then it would need to reload after every shot, whereas with this, you can really go almost full auto if you squeeze the trigger fast enough, like you've seen me do then. What's that block fragment? Yeah, that guy you've seen me backstab before. They're called a comba. They're a little like a nullifier, except you could say either worse depending on your opinion, or better, because they're the corpus ladies. Like all the rest of the men, they're the ones. They're like the only women you really fight when you fight the corpus, and they go around on roller skates, so they're, I'm pretty sure, much faster. Yeah, so this is what I was talking about with the spy vault being harder. So I've gone through, I'm pretty sure, one like this before, and there wasn't a security camera last time. So that part, you just make sure you get right over it, right to the end. Wonder if this vent leads up to the same place. I mean, it sorta does. Oh, that's neat. That you bypass the entire thing. Yeah, that same side I talked about before, it doesn't only have grineer puzzles, it's also got corpus puzzles. So it's great for that. In fact, the great thing about the side I talked about is that the puzzles get so hard that eventually you're doing puzzles that are harder than they actually exist in the game right now. That even the sorties with max level grineer unskippable puzzles are still, like, the puzzles on that site can still get harder than them. So if you end up being a master at the hacking puzzles on that site, you'll be a definite master at the ones in game. And as you can see, the ones in game, they're not really that hard at all. Like I'm using a controller, which a lot of people's opinion would be not as good for finishing the grineer and corpus puzzles. Although I do find with grineer puzzles, with the controller, I can spam A quicker than I can press spacebar, so it actually makes them easier. Apparently there is no one coming through that door. They don't want to mess with me. They're going to pretend it was just the wind, or an illusion. Yeah, this thing here. Remember I was talking about a new update? Resources have been changed. So as before, you saw me smashing stuff, and I was collecting stuff like Rubido, which this is, and salvage from little containers. What's happened now is they've updated it so that you actually find like the resources in the world. So that was for this base for some reason has Rubido crystal structures in it, because this is one place you can find Rubido. Does look a little odd. Ah, what's happening here is one of the rollerblade ladies I think has found me. Oh, well, that was a little bit embarrassing, but the good news is that they still haven't activated the alarm for some reason. Yeah, tech's priority where you really don't want to mess with them. As you can see, their Supra can just obliterate you. Oh, that's a lot of them. I think I'll just bypass you all. Come on, I ain't got a day. My invisibility's gonna run out soon, and they're gonna come for me. Are they seriously not coming for me? So they shoot me down, they kill me, and then they... Oh no, now they're finally coming, I think. Okay, again, prime example of corpus security not being that top notch, because... Oh dear. Second time dead. And second time, it doesn't matter, because they still haven't activated the alarm. Drones are there. Screw it, cipher time. Yeah, let's see what they do. Instantly activate, like instantly finish, like just, well, yeah, hack the spy vault for you. Great if you're a beginner and can't really figure it out, because you don't need to not use ciphers. Just use them. They'll still get you the Ivara parts. That blue thing there you seen? That was what I was talking about. Bursa. Well, I might as well show you how to kill it if you don't know. I mean, I'll give it a try. If I lose, if I die again here and lose another life, I am exiting the mission though, because don't want to completely fail it. Maybe I should have drank a different mod, like energy regeneration instead of health regeneration. You can hear it out there somewhere. That big walking tank. Oh, there it is. Nope. That is way too many things to kill. Maybe from a group at some point you see me and the other team members kill it, but that is just too much for me to handle. As you can see, because I have like the alarms are activated, they just kept on coming. If it was maybe lower level like Jupiter, I could face all of these at once, but my gun can't shoot that fast. And mission complete. Ooh, that's neat. MSOS3 rather. Get you some rarer stuff than the earlier level stuff, like the brown ones, the something K1 relics, stuff like that. Don't get you very good rewards. Right, so that should be part 4 done. Part 5 will be coming along soon-ish, maybe. And it'll probably be shorter, and probably also be the last time, because... The last one, I mean, because... I'm going to do one other type of spy vault on that the next time. And that will be the last one, because... level 30 to something is what you need to get the last Ivara piece. So once you've watched this and the next, you know how to get it, and all the tutorials will be done.